Most rugby speed occurs in short spaces. Acceleration is a crucial speed quality. You need to have speed off the mark. Simple drills to enhance your acceleration. I like wall drills. Hands against the wall for your support. Your body is at roughly 45 degrees. Driving your knee and toe up, maintaining a horizontal body position. Don't let your back and your hips overextend. These can be progressed and regressed really easily, and they can be used in warm-ups or as part of a full speed or resistance session. It's an awesome tool and it's massively underrated. Short and resisted sprints. 5 to 30 meter sprints at high efforts. Simply put, if we don't sprint fast, we won't get faster. So you have to do this every week, multiple times. Resisted sprints, and these can come in a lot of different formats. Hill sprints, banded resisted sprints, or sled sprints. This all creates that horizontal drive position naturally, and it increases the strength that you need in that position. You can also use varied starts to enhance your acceleration ability. You can do walking starts to take the sting out of the start, maybe a 3-point start, falling starts, prone. You can change the body position and the demands of the start to make the acceleration easier or harder. This can also be manipulated to work on different directions of running. Because again, in rugby, you don't always start running from the same position and you don't always run in a straight line. If this is all getting a little bit too much and you can't be asked to watch anymore and you just want it all laid out for you in a program, then you can join my program for free. The link will be in the description below. Why is it important to drill this? Well, drills improve your posture and your force production in these positions that we need. And these are the key foundations of efficient accelerating. The key cues you need to remember are to lean forward, push the ground away behind you, drive the legs and arms like pistons, snapping back and forward. Make sure you're always getting full recovery between your reps. Speed training is quality training. It is not conditioning. So you need to be rested and recovered each time you do it. Strength training. This is also a key part of getting better at accelerating. Acceleration is a lot about force and how much force you can produce. Force comes from strength as well as sprinting. So heavy squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, upper body work and core as well for balance. And for power and stability, you need to build that horsepower that's going to drive into the ground and move you quicker. Plyometrics also need to be added. Box jumps, broad jumps, maybe it's bounding. This develops your ability to produce and absorb force rapidly, and it will teach your muscles to fire faster through improving their elastic properties. Explosive starts, they win collisions. They'll create line breaks and they'll get you into position first. Train your acceleration every single week. If you want to be absolute gas on the pitch and avoid a hammy or a calf niggle, then you need to run bloody fast. Top speed is about velocity and rhythm. Here's how you can develop it. Drills to enhance your sprinting mechanics. A skips, B skips, bounds, hops, rhythm drills. Drills all improve your posture, your rhythm, and your timing. These are the foundations of efficient sprinting. If you struggle with these, then you can just keep them really, really simple to start with. Don't flap your legs and your arms around like crazy and waste a load of time and energy. Make sure you just progress when you've nailed the movements. Hurdle jump drills. These force you to react off the floor and develop the rhythm of top speed running. A key shift that you need to realize from acceleration to top speed is your posture. This is going to go from a more horizontal to a vertical position as you start to hit top speed. Longer distance or longer range sprinting. This needs to be 30 plus meters. There's no need to go too long because the pitch isn't going to be longer than 100 meters. Flying start sprints. These are an excellent tool. Build up your speed for 20 to 30 meters and then hit your top speed for at least 10 or 20 meters. This gets you into that maximum velocity safely, and it really helps you to refine the technique. A great addition is to add hurdles or wickets. Wickets, they're awesome tools for refining your stride length and also for stepping over them and reacting off of the floor quicker. Speed and power training, Olympic lifts and ballistic training. This could be your power cleans, hand cleans, your push presses. Maybe you want to do some med ball throws or loaded jumps. This all develops your explosive power over a wide range. Plyometrics also need to be added with a stiffness focus. Your fast hops, fast bounds, pogos, drop jumps. Top speed, it requires power and reactivity. Your muscles need to be both explosive and stiff so that they can bounce off of the floor fast. Remember that top speed creates moments that change games. The breakaway, the kick chase, the cover tackle, but it also helps you stay on the field for a season and beyond, so that you can avoid those classic rugby injuries like a hamstring or a calf strain. If you train it, it will show up when it matters. Want to make your opponents look stupid? Agility wins those one-on-ones, and here's how to develop it. Change of direction training. Acceleration and deceleration drills are vital. You need to know how to speed up and how to slow down. Short sprints into sharp stops, and then going again, reaccelerating again. You need to stay low, chop the feet quickly, remain in position so that you can move again rapidly. Stepping and cutting drills at varying angles. It could be a 45, 90, or even a full 180-degree turn. Rugby is going to demand all of these different changes of direction. You never know what angle you're going to need to change in a game situation. Eccentric strength. This is massive here. Your Romanian deadlifts, jumping and landing drills, for example. You need to build your ability to absorb force safely. And plyometrics. Your jumps, lateral jumps, skater hops, broad jumps, reactive force production in different directions to enhance the change of direction speed. Moving into agility training. This has the same physical foundation of your change of direction training, but we add a reactive element to it. The best and easiest way to do this in a rugby context is 1v1 drills. React to another player's movement. It's the most game-specific agility training that you can do. You can also develop this into other drills like ball drop or kick return drills. You've got to react to when the ball is presented. You've got to chase back, go and pick it up and transition into attack. All of this is going to develop your reaction time and your speed in specific rugby scenarios. Reactive stepping drills or cutting drills are also really good tools. This can be a coach or a teammate that calls a direction, or maybe it's a color of a cone. You respond, you sprint in the way that they've directed you. The reason for all of these is, again, rugby is unpredictable. Your agility needs to be quick physically, but also really reactive mentally. If you can combine the two, you're going to become a lot more agile. Agility is where physicality meets decision-making. Train it in rugby scenarios and with reactive cues, and you'll start winning those one-on-ones that you maybe used to lose. While your position dictates your primary speed requirements, the chaotic nature of rugby means that you might be called upon to use any of these elements at any moment in a game. Here's how to navigate your position-specific demands whilst also staying versatile as a player. Tight forwards, the front row and the second row. Your game is usually won in the first 5 or 10 meters of a sprint. So you need to focus on short, sharp accelerations and the force-based speed that is needed to drive through those tight areas of a game, like a carry. The back row, you're going to need a balanced engine. You need to prioritize acceleration, but maintain enough top speed for things like last-ditch cover tackles or supporting runs. Halfbacks, acceleration and also your reactiveness and agility is absolutely king. You need to have the reactive burst for positioning, to evade under pressure and to make those split-second decisions with lots and lots of pace. And outside backs, your wingers and fullbacks, and potentially centers as well. You've got to master the full speed spectrum. While acceleration is going to beat the first man, your top end speed wins the kick chase and it scores those breakaway tries. But here's the universal caveat. Regardless of the number of your back, you've got to train every speed quality. A prop might occasionally find themselves running as fast as they can in a 30-meter foot race. And also a winger is definitely going to have to accelerate through heavy traffic at least once or twice in a game. Everyone needs to train all speed qualities so that they avoid injury as well. The fix for this, depending on your position and your role, is to modify the volume, not the exact movement. So for example, if you're a prop, you still need to perform maximum velocity sprints to expose yourself to those demands, but you could keep the distances a little bit shorter than, say, the outside backs. And you could lower the amount of repetitions that you do than maybe a center or a halfback would do. Join me for part 3, where we look at how to put all of this together in a full rugby playing season. And remember, you can join my program completely for free. It will get you leaner, stronger, and faster for next level rugby. Links below.